Hello, YouTube friends and family. I am here today because it's about to go down. We are in the path of Ian. I am in Jacksonville, so I am just fine. As far as the latest, trajectories are. It'll simmer down by the time it gets over here. We fine. However, we have a good 500,000 new people here since the last major. So, I say let me put out this video because I'm a born and raised Florida girl. Now, I wasn't in Miami for the 1990s stuff, so I can't attest to that. I did see it. I wasn't in, in those devastational places that we've had in my lifetime. The worst we've had here is maybe some people had no lights for the last 7 days, no cable, stuff like that. It was kind of bad for some people, but not everybody. So, these things can go a lot of different ways. So for the new people here that are not used to these, now we got some, that come from the islands and all that. Y'all fine, y'all know. It'll be a walk in the park, I'm sure. But for us, for the people who never, get ready. I already see them lines and I'm like, but we've been here. And I think about that, I'm like, we've been here. So we should already have the stuff. But it's some people who have not been here. And they're just getting everything the news tell them to get. So, first question you're going to ask is, do I leave? Those highways are going to be backed up. If your area says mandatory, if you're on that west coast, on the beaches, if you're in a newly built development near water, if you're in a newly built development that used to be a swamp, go on and look up that history. Look up how that land used to look. Ask a neighbor around the corner in a 1970s house that's been there forever. Just make sure, because they will build a new neighborhood on the swamp and sell it to you for $500,000. And you, next thing you know, first real thing hitting you underwater. So just be careful and know the history of your area before you decide to stay. Especially if it hits Cat 4. Yeah, Cat 4. No. Y'all need to. I say if you coastal, bye. Just leave. Board it up and go. But if and you want to leave in time because you don't want to be stuck on the highway, they do close the beaches down. I know they do it here in Jacksonville and in most places. They close the entrance to the beaches. So whatever bridge or whatever you use to get to that beach shuts down at a certain time and you can't leave, nor can you get back until they say. So just keep that in mind of how it works here in Florida. So don't turn it off and just not pay attention. You need to be on alert. On that west coast, you need to be on full alert, checking every hour, see the changes that's being made to determine, do I leave or do I stay? If you are staying, get some cash. I can't tell you how much, but you need to have some kind of cash in your pocket and small bills, not $100 bills. 20s, 5s, 10s. Get cash now. Put it to the side. Also, fill the tanks on all of your vehicles. If you have a lawnmower, put some in there. If you have a motorcycle, put it in there. And make sure you got everything full of gas. And, maybe if you have a generator, go ahead and get you a couple of gas cans full. Just in case you have to crank that generator up. Get it now. Don't wait till the Tuesday because the storm's supposed to hit Wednesday. Don't wait till Tuesday. You should. They say the lines people been doing what they supposed to do this weekend. They say them lines been kind of crazy. So go ahead, make sure, don't you be the one sitting around wait, no, I'm going to see what it do. No, get your tanks full, get your gas cans, and all of Florida needs to really do that, because if it is a devastation on the West Coast, they will divert gas from us to take it further down if they have to, if it's a real tragic situation. So everybody in Florida need to be filling up their tanks. And I'm the one sitting on empty because I drive Uber. And I will get it filled first thing in the morning, though. Trust me, I won't be caught slipping either. But I'll fill it and I'll keep it full nightly before I shut down my Uber. But fill the tank. Don't go to bed without your tank not being full. Water. If you've been following me, you're a prepper. And you already have water. I went and showed cameraman just so he is aware. You don't want your kids to grow up like duh. So you kind of let them know sometimes they ain't paying attention. But no, you point this stuff out to them so they will know for the future. I walked him around and showed him our water. I counted it up and told him how many gallons we got. And you need 7 days, a gallon per person in your house. That's for drinking. Minimum of a gallon per person. And cameraman will drink a gallon a day by itself. So we already know I need a little bit more. So make sure you have your water. Also, fill up your bathtubs. If you got buckets around the house, fill up your buckets. Just in case there's a break in the water supply, you could still flush a toilet. You could still, take a bird bath, fill up. If you got 2 sinks in the master, 2 sinks in the hall bath, fill up one of those and plug them. Just so you can maybe even wash your face in the morning or something. It should be clean water. It's in the, kind of clean sink. But you can at least wash up with that water if you have to. Or flush your toilets if you have to. But definitely get as much water put away if you can. If you got old water bottles, go ahead, fill them up, put them in your deep freezer. Like the water y'all might have drunk out of over the last couple of days. If you drink bottled water, any gallon jugs you may have around, go ahead, fill that up, put it in your deep freezers and your freezers. They'll be frozen by the time, if the lights go out, and that'll preserve your frozen food a little bit longer than the norm. Because it'll act as the ice source. You can go out and buy ice too. If you have room in your deep freezer, definitely just buy a bag of ice just in case you want a cold drink, or it'll help, like I say, keep the food cold. If you order those meal kits, I always keep those little things that come in the meal kits, throw them in the freezer. And keep those to help keep your freezer cold. Also, if you have trees around your house, it's a mad dash with the tree trimmers. But if possible, cut those trees that may be dangerous. Trim them back or cut them if they look dangerous and they look like they may fall on the house. Because if you are staying, go assess your yard. Say, oh, it's a tree over here that if it falls and breaks in half or falls all the way, it's going to cover this side of the house. So you need to be on that side of the house. So find the safest point in your house just in case a tree falls, where you have a better chance of survival and not, waking up with a tree on top of you. So definitely assess your land. Anything that can blow away, put it up. Get it away, put it up, put it in your garage, put it somewhere. Lawn furniture. Our garden stuff may need to be put up. Anything that can fly away needs to be put up. And I don't mean fly away from a little wind. I mean 100-mile-an-hour wind that can blow a 100-pound person down. So you need to put that away. Definitely find the safest room for tornadoes. Just in case you want to be in the center of the house for tornadoes. Like, you should already kind of have this assessed. But if you have an interior, middle of the house bathroom with no windows, I have one of those. I don't know if they thought about that when they were building these houses in the early 2000s. I doubt they're thinking about that now. But if you have one, even if it's a little bathroom, the little bathroom under the stairs, please assess that situation. Let your kids know, look, if we stand, we may have to sleep in here in the middle of the night if it gets too bad, just so we'll be safe. But that's a good hunker down spot, especially if you lose power and can't watch what's going on the news. Food, water, food, general supplies. So if you know you drink coffee every day, get you some instant coffee. You're not running your K-cup machines if the light's out, or your Nespresso machines. Get you some instant coffee. Get you peanut butter. Bread. Bread is the first thing going off the shelves. It's out of there. Get you some bread. And, a couple of loaves that'll last you a couple of days for the family. Peanut butter, jelly, stuff like that you could make in a pinch. Some chips, some snacks, things like that, which you should some of this stuff you should already have in your prep. But bread is hard to keep, especially if you got kids. So it's understandable. But go get you some bread, some food, all of that good stuff. Some tuna fish. I'm trying to think. Something that does not require cooking. Because in the first few days of devastation, you may not be able to cook at all. You just don't know what the situation will be. So just in case, have some peanut butter and jelly, some, nuts, snacks, maybe some instant oatmeal or something like that. Just something you could feed yourself if you have no other way. Until you can pull out the grill and empty the freezer or whatever else you have going on. General supplies. I have a video. Hopefully I can link it above. Preps that you should already have. Harbor Freight. Light switches. If lights are out for days, you can mount these in the bathroom on the wall. So you walking in there like the lights ain't even out and can flip on a switch. Boom. Outside lighting. The whole neighborhood is dark. This is outside. You can mount this to the wall. And it should, if mounted properly, it should last through the storm. But those nights without lights, it'll still offer some lights in your neighborhood and around your house. Even the solar stakes from Dollar Tree, those kind of things. Have those ready and on the go if the lights go out in the neighborhood. Other general supplies. I have a whole video on this, but I'm just bringing out a few key things for the hurricane. This one I've never used. But these Capstone Burners. I've never used this one, but I do have like 2 or 3 of these. And this is the one I've never used. So these are little Capsule Burners. You can use these indoors. They're like omelet stations that you may find at a little hotel buffet or whatever. You can use, here's what it looks like for real. Because I know you can't tell from you got to kind of put it together. So that's what it looks like for real. And you can use these indoors. So before it's safe to go outside. Lights go out at 9, at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. You still haven't cooked dinner. You could throw something on one of these and get it going. And whether it's hot dogs or whatever, you can get something cooked. And they just take these little cans of fuel. Not sure you're going to be able to find them right now, but you can try looking for them. Walmart or something may have a few hidden in the back somewhere. But this is stuff you should already have. They keep for years. I've had some in my garage. I probably had cans for 10 years that I am not afraid to pop in and use. They keep for years. So, basic supplies for cooking. Gotta have a can opener. Definitely have a can opener. Paper plates. You don't want dishes piling up and you can't really wash them like that. So, another thing, don't forget the animals. Make sure they have enough food for the next 7 days. The kids, they're going to be a little scared. Make sure you have things to keep them calm and not scare them up while everything's going on. Just kind of keep their when you're speaking with them and telling them what to do, kind of keep them in mind that they're still kids and you don't want to scare them too bad. Also, entertainment because of the kids. So you want board games, cards, books. Make sure the kids have their books. Make sure their electronics are fully charged because they're there until they're not. Until they die, but make sure they're fully charged before the storm. One time, like I said, my cable went out. It was out for a week. Just in case that happens, but you still have electricity. DVDs for the kids. Entertainment. So don't forget the animals and the kids. So this is for the new Floridians. Because I have been saying, I say, all these people moving here thinking for them mouse eels, but when the real thing hit the fan, they going to want to leave. But I think, depending on where you moved, y'all will be all right. Because we've been here for, I'm pretty almost half a decade I've been living here. So I'm born and raised in Florida. Y'all are going to make it. But just be safe. Be safe. If you having, trouble coming up with the money, I don't know, if you got a vehicle and you might need to leave, you might need to try to sign up for Uber real quick. See, can you get approved, take a few rides, because there's people scrambling and running, so you can make some money. I mean, you can make a couple $100 in the next 24 hours if you get signed up and accepted. I don't know how quick it is to accept anybody. Or if you used to be on their platform, they may only want document updates. But it's ways to get some money in the next 24 hours without, doing something illegal. So let's get ready. Get ready for this. Be prepared. And you should be prepared at all times. So once this passes over, if you still have the stuff, don't get rid of it. Hold on to it, because it's more to come. It's more to come. He is not pleased with this world, and he has much more to offer. I'm telling you, it's much more coming. So, I do thank you for watching this video. I do hope that you are all staying safe and healthy and wise. Prep and pray. Plant a seed if you are in a safe spot, because the rain is coming to water that seed. So plant a seed. And I do wish you all the best. Have a great day. And it is Sunday, so you got a few days. I just wanted to make sure I get this out to everybody. You have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Bye-bye.